Wow. I have never heard something like this. Like somebody being this blatantly disrespectful as Bradley was to Tank Davis. You would think these two really had a problem. Like, I'm like, does he even know Tank? Like, he was not even on his radar. It's really crazy. Tank was very adamant about what he was saying towards, you know, Tim Bradley, because Tim Bradley just went ham. But I mean, did these two even know each other before? Now, a lot of people are not happy about Gamboa fighting Tank Davis on Showtime. Gamboa ain't been that guy for a while. And Tank is still growing. He's a 25-year-old kid. But we just saw Jesus Quasar. He beat him when he was 25-1. He beat Pedraza, knocked out Pedraza, actually. That was a big win. You know, he beat Fortuna. He's winning by knockout. He's not like going to the cards with these guys. And those are some impressive wins. Now, he's called out Lomachenko. He wants the big fights. So he wants these fights. He wants to fight, Lomo and get Lomo in the ring. He feel like he could stop Lomo if they were to fight. I would love to see that fight. That's an interesting fight to make. They seem to be building Tank up and moving him in the direction for the fight. So it is what it is. So Tank just had a birthday just 2 days ago, right? And before you know it, before you can even say a word, while he's trying to enjoy being 25, he got Tim Bradley coming at him like this.
And don't even mention Gervonte Davis. Gervonte Davis is fighting against Uber drivers, cab drivers, you name it. He ain't fighting anybody. I don't know where they find. Where the heck did they find the boy supposed to be fighting now? Seriously, how is that not fair? How is that fair? How is that fair?
I think
He's
the guy's
not
an
fighting
extraordinary
anybody.
talent. I'd like
He
to see
is.
him fight
Oh
more.
no, Gervonte Davis, you have a lot of talent. I'm not gonna lie to you. You do have a lot of talent, but you're not fighting anybody, buddy. Not fighting anybody at all. And I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Uber drivers?
Man, trying to tell you.
That's how you feel?
Yeah. Did you hear who he signed to fight?
I did. Gamboa.
Huh? All right. What, Gamboa's been under a rock. You didn't know that?
I feel you.
There you go. All right, man. Don't.
So there it is, and once he did that, that set the tone. Now I love to see him fight Tim Bradley. Come on, Bradley, get back in there. Soon as he heard that, he came right out. He's like, Tim Bradley, cause sucker, you know what? It's always an old person hating. He didn't start fighting real opponents until he had 26 fights. He's like, his little soft hitting my daughter hits harder than him. Talking about me, but didn't say nothing to Burlett versus Sosa. F out of here. He was like, all have And he said, all I have is a chain bobblehead MF. Another person, I will be way richer and have more star power than, and I'm half his age. Will with less fights. I guess that's what he's trying to say. So that's what he started off his approach and his onslaught at Tim Brant. Now, this is not just a Tank Davis issue. This is becoming a PBC issue. Because PBC was supposed to be giving us all the great fights. And we haven't been seeing it. We've been seeing guys take some of the softest matchups in boxing history. When we were starting to get a bunch of decent fights that we wanted to see. And what PBC has been giving us has been a bunch of names. That's what we've been getting blessed with now, names. But are they really good fighters? You have a lot of these fighters that were blown up on name and social media, and they fought a bunch of guys who weren't really that talented or that good. Then when they finally got to somebody good, or they finally got to a big fight, it's against another guy that they built up that didn't really have a name. But hey, he fought some people, so we know him that way. Let's put them all in the ring and see him fight. I mean, if we think about it, Tank has fought, what, 3, 4 proven fighters? But you look at Errol, Errol's fought Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, and Kell Brook. You take that off his resume, he got a Lamont Peterson that was shot. He got, who's the guy that Pacquiao had fought? The fitness trainer. They put him in there with him, and he was injured. He took the fight injured and fought Errol, but he wasn't going to win that fight. Now, it's not to say Errol can't fight, or Errol, but he made his bones off of sparring people. Oh, he had a good sparring against Floyd. Oh, he had a good sparring against Adrian Broner. That's how, this was his claim to fame. Sean Porter, who he fight? A bunch of small welterweights that they, from 140, that they pushed up there so he could bull rush them over and make him look like a destroyer. And then he fight people his size. He can't win. He lost to Ugas. So how good are these fighters on PBC? That's the question. Then, they came right at him and blamed Tim Bradley for ducking Amir Khan when Amir Khan told him to grow some balls to his face. And that fight never happened. Personally, I think he would have knocked Khan out, but still, Khan had the WBA and the IBF at 140 and wanted to unify with Bradley, but Bradley ducked that fight. He's like, what Tank say? I didn't even try to, and I passed Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley used to fight in lumber yards. I mean, knockout, drag out fights. He never had the ability of Tank Davis. Period. He just didn't. He didn't punch correctly. He was, his dad was tying him up to the car and pulling him. And that just didn't make him a better fighter. He's getting in knockout, drag out fights. And that's why his wife was like, you got to retire. And he did. He listened to his wife. He retired, and Tim's doing his thing now as a broadcaster. But he wasn't a skilled fighter, so him giving you X and O's on what should happen in the ring is not kind of the the best advice to get in that you're gonna get from anybody right there. So all I can say is this: Tank and Gamboa is what they coming with. Am I enthused about the fight? No, I'm not. Do I believe it's a stay busy fight? Yeah, it's a stay busy fight. Long as they come with something real down the pipeline. You know, I think Tevin Farmer is the guy he needed to fight, and he should have fought. That should have been his next fight as soon as Farmer got that belt. But he seemed like they just waiting for Farmer to lose, and they want to keep Tank away from Farmer as much as possible. And that's what it looks like. Now, if it's up to Tank, Tank gonna fight whoever they put in front of him. I don't think Tank cares about that at all. My thing with Tank is it's always been the vices outside of the ring that's he's fighting with. But the fight and being in the ring, that has never been a problem for him. And he got boxing skills. It's just that people ain't around to see him. They already knocked out. So it's like, hey, it ain't his fault. But Tank, he has some boxing skills. Guys might be better Pedraza, he's a better boxer than Tank. He's a much better boxer than Tank, I think. He can fight going back, fight on the pivot. He can do a lot of different things, but he couldn't take it. And if you can't take it, what Tank is dishing out, that's that X factor. So you could have a better jab, better feints and all this skill boxing, but if you can't take it, you could be out. Then Badu Jack is fighting Pascal. So, I mean, I got a good fight card, I think. So, we'll see. We shall see. Now, y'all tell me, do y'all think Timothy Bradley was wrong? Or is Tank just being defensive? What do y'all say? Is Tank being defensive? Or is Timothy Bradley just riding on him for no reason? And for y'all just got here, YouTube premiere, y'all probably got here a little late. Here we go again, recap. Timothy Bradley, take it over. Tell them what you started.
Man, don't even mention Gervonte Davis. Gervonte Davis is fighting against Uber drivers, cab drivers, you name it. He ain't fighting anybody. I don't know where they find. Where the heck did they find the boy supposed to be fighting now?
I don't think that's
Seriously,
fair.
how is that not fair? How is that fair? How is that fair?
I think
He's
the guy's
not
an
fighting
extraordinary
anybody.
talent. I'd like
He
to see
is.
him fight more.
Oh no, Gervonte Davis, you have a lot of talent. I'm not gonna lie to you. You do have a lot of talent, but you're not fighting anybody, buddy. Not fighting anybody at all. And I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Uber drivers?
Man, trying to tell you.
That's how you feel?
Yeah. Did you hear who he signed to fight?
I did. Gamboa.
Huh? All right. What? Gamboa's been under a rock. You didn't know that?
I feel you.
There you go. All right.
So that's what started. That's what started Gervonte Tank Davis going off on Timothy Bradley. So on that note, your boy Carcino, I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe. Like I tell you, hit the Cash App. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. Click the link in the description box. Hit up the Streamlabs. Leave me a message. Because I'm responding to messages today. I want to get the chance to do the Wu-Tang video today. I'm going to do it live. But if nobody donate, I ain't going live. So I'm out.